what's new and what's available. So as a result, I have about a 3 to 5 minute session to tell you what is new in the Simulcast arena, and new tools when you put your system together. Obviously, what you get and what you need depends on the system itself, but as time goes on, manufacturers add different tweaks to make simulcasting easier to do. Convex added some pre-emphasis and limiting to the distribution amplifier, which makes it easy to implement head-end generated CTCSS. That's about a $500 adder to the $2,400 distribution amp. Harris Broadcast now has their Simulcast module be able to work with a 5 megahertz 1 PPS input, in addition to the 10 megahertz 1 PPS. That's for those people that have older SmartNet type systems or 5 megahertz based systems, so they can use the 5 meg as a headband, then only a separate 10 megahertz source in order to use Simulcast, which is dynamic audio control of the simulcast channels. There's no change to the price of the module adapter for that 5 meg feature. It's strictly a pre-emphasis on the audio so that you don't have to, let's see, let me think of how it was. In order to utilize it in some of the older Motorola type systems that had pre-emphasis in the U-Sky, C-Sky, that puts that feature at the end also. The Raytheon SNB12 voter, if you're using the new browser interface, now lets you put the site names on the browser interface itself. Some related products, which may make some of your jobs easier but aren't directly related to Simulcast, include a new module from Harris, which allows the T1 multiplexers that are in the field to be converted to IP interfaces in case you upgrade your microwave system. Raytheon now has P25 voting, which I'll be talking about in their case study a little later on, as well as P25 simulcast, which we'll be hearing about after the break. RF Design and Integration has developed a site finder, which is a browser-based site monitoring system. Uses IP to talk back to a main site, but interfaces to all the devices at the site, such as base stations, multiplexers, alarm systems, to bring information back to a central point. Again, data sheets for these things are in your packets. And the path aligner, which is used to align microwave dishes before the microwave radios are in place, the path aligner has added a GPS coordination feature, which lets you timestamp where and what time you align things, so you can actually talk about which antennas were aligned and how they were aligned. And that path aligner product is now part of Spectracom. Pendulum Instrument and Spectracom merged within the past year. A product that's coming, which I didn't quite get all the pieces together in time to tell you about, is a compressor limiter, primarily to be used with narrowband analog simulcast systems to make the audio sound better. The intent is to have a 2-channel version, which will be used at the site for in-cabinet repeat and interfaces to consoles, and a 4-channel version, which is more applicable to simulcast, which will end up being 1 rack unit high, 4 channels. The 2-channel version will probably run the $600 to $700 range. The 4-channel version will be in the $900 to $1,000 range. It'll end up having all the common lane-level radio voltage inputs. It will be 6-minute audio. God bless you. 6-minute audio, and it will be set up to be friendly to lane mobile. A lot of the ones available out there now, which are more professional audio, aren't really lane mobile friendly. Quick review of last year's new products. Convex had a single-channel dynamic audio delay system called automatic delay line, which I believe Patrick Hood has worked with a little bit. Patrick? Yeah. Worked with that. Harris has a wideband audio module, 5 hertz to 3,000 hertz, relatively cost-effective for doing legacy simulcast systems. SNB12 now lets you control the voter in terms of force voting and disabling sites remotely through the IP port. And the Convex distribution amp lets you do some mixing and ORing which wasn't able to be done before. So that was new last year, for those of you that didn't join us last year. If anybody has any products that are needed, please feel free to write it down on the sheets that are there in order for us to take a look at it and see what we